Hey, what's up, everybody? Thought I'd pop on here and do a video today. Haven't really done a tribute to the passing of Ace Frehley yet, but I've done a couple posts on my page, but hadn't really, you know, found the right things to say or whatever. I mean, obviously I'm a huge Kiss fan, and it's pretty heartbreaking to have one of the four original guys gone now. So um, kind of unexpectedly, since Ace hadn't been sick or anything. Apparently, he had a couple bad falls, and you know, I'm sure you guys know the rest of the story. But anyways, the same day that it was announced that Ace had passed, or earlier in that day, Kiss announced a 50th anniversary of their third album, Dress to Kill, which was released in March of 1975. This set was supposed to originally come out earlier in the year, but it got delayed. But they announced a Super Deluxe 8 LP um, version of the record. Plus, they also announced a colored vinyl version and a picture disc version. So they announced these it's been a little over a week ago, and it came out this past Friday. Everything shipped except for the picture disc, which is coming later in November. So, anyways, I thought I would do a little unboxing, a little show and tell here of this the colored vinyl and the Super Deluxe box set. Um, and that's kind of a little tribute to Ace, because obviously Ace was, this is the early years of the band, and Ace was still there and contributing a big part to this record. So, anyways, without further ado, I will show you the colored vinyl version. This is the sort of the updated cover. It's got the embossing like the original, but it's got more of like a mirrored logo, and the Dress to Kill is kind of like a mirrored. I don't know if that's showing up very well, but I got some glare going on. But anyways, that's the cover, and there's the hype sticker where you can read all the fancy details of the record. I actually love this record. Usually when people ask me my top five Kiss records, Dress to Kill is always in the top five. My top five could always change, because I love a lot of different Kiss records for different reasons, but usually in no particular order. I tell people my top five is Rock and Roll Over, Dress to Kill, Dynasty, Unmasked, and The Elder. So if I had to just only take five Kiss studio records with me, that would be the ones I would take. So there's the vinyl and the label. There's the other side. Now, I know the version that comes in the box set says it's remastered by Bernie Grundman. I don't know I haven't checked the dead wax in this to see if the same mastering is on the colored vinyl, because sometimes it's different depending on which version they do. But anyways, it came with a nice poster, nice early live shot of the band from the Dress to Kill tour. So that's a nice little package there. And like I said, the picture disc version should be shipping in a few weeks, and I'll probably post a picture of that on my Facebook page when that comes along. And also, with the package, I got this Dress to Kill hoodie. If you can see the arms there, and I actually have a spare one, because when they do these packages, like if you get the box set, I think you got a t-shirt, or maybe you got a hoodie with it. And then the colored vinyl, I think you got another hoodie and a t-shirt with the other bundle or whatever. But each bundle had something, extra with it. And two of the bundles had the same hoodie. So I got two of the same hoodie. So if anybody needs a Dress to Kill hoodie, size small, let me know, because I got an extra. So anyways, the box set itself is 8 LPs, and it consists of the remastered version of Dress to Kill, newly remastered in 2025. It has 2 LPs of outtakes and demos, unreleased stuff, and then there's 2 full live shows that were used for the Alive record that was released later in 75. They actually recorded 4 shows for Alive, and then they just kind of took the best performances, or what they considered the best performances from those shows, and combined them together to make what we knew as the Alive record. So basically what they're doing is 2 of those shows are in this box set, and then they'll be doing another box set coming up fairly soon, from what I understand, and it will feature the other 2 shows. So once we have both box sets out, we'll have all the shows that were used for the Alive record. So anyways, here is the box set. This thing is huge. I think it weighs about 15 pounds. This is definitely the biggest size-wise box set that they've done so far. I think the Creatures of the Night box set was 9 LPs, but as far as the size of the box, this one's like way bigger. So there's more. We got more stuff in this one. Lifting the top off here, and I attached the hype sticker inside of the. You can pause that and take a look, and that tells you all the goodies. Well, most of the goodies that are in here are listed on that hype sticker. This is also available as a CD box set too, so if you like CDs, it's similar size-wise because it has all the extra goodies in it, but it's just everything's on CD. It comes with a book and, all that good stuff. But I would say exclusive to the vinyl set, there's a couple things here. We get this flexi disc that features like an outtake version of Rock and Roll All Night. But that's just a little flexi record. They used to make these back in the day. They'd sometimes come with magazines and stuff, kind of like as promo items, so they put one in here. I don't know if this was ever actually a thing back in the day. I think it's just new for this box set. So anyways, we got this turntable mat. Nice. And then here is the remastered Dress to Kill, which I just noticed that this version is not embossed where the letters are raised like the colored vinyl that I showed you. So, and there's the label. And this is on black vinyl. All the records in the box set will be on black vinyl. And here is the 2 record set of demos and outtakes and alternate versions and all that good stuff. inside of that. And there's one of the labels. And just to let you know, I have not listened to any of this yet, so after I get done doing this video, I will be listening to some Kiss records. So it's always exciting. So here we have the first live record. This one is from Cobo Hall, and it's a triple. So if I can show you this here. Kind of folds out like that, and like that. Then there's the label for that one. And like I said, it's on black vinyl. So this is live at Cobo Hall in Detroit, Michigan. Which I think initially when Alive came out, everyone was under the impression that the whole show was recorded at Cobo Hall. But, you know, as time goes on, we learn stuff and find out that, you know, things aren't as they seem. So anyways, this one's from Davenport, Iowa. This is the second live show, and this is a 2 LP set. And it's gatefold. Nice picture inside. And the label. So that's all the audio content for the box, which is quite a bit. They get pretty deep with the content on this one, which a lot of people were wondering, you know, because Dress to Kill is a pretty short record. I mean, barely a half hour long. They were wondering how they could make it into an 8 LP box set, but with the live shows and then all the outtakes and alternate versions and the remastered record, you know, they had plenty of material to work with. So, and here's the nice booklet, hardcover book, loaded with pictures. And it's got notes and stories about the recording and ads and, I mean, anything you would want to know about Kiss in 1975. Like I said, at this time in 1975 when they released Dress to Kill, they were still struggling to sell records. They were doing pretty good as a live act, but that wasn't translating to record sales. So that's why they did the live record in hopes that, you know, technically it's cheaper to record a live record, and they were hoping that maybe that would capture the energy on record that they felt like they hadn't been capturing prior to that. So Dress to Kill plays a big part in that because the live record came from the Dress to Kill tour. So it all kind of ties in, and obviously once Alive came out and they released the live version of Rock and Roll All Night, everything took off, and the rest, as they say, is history. So here's the first part of the stuff that we get in here. This is the little thing that was in here, and we get a tie, kind of similar to the one that Gene was wearing on the cover of the record, which I don't think this was listed on the hype sticker, so this is kind of a surprise, along with the flexi disc. I don't think those were listed. I mean, the hype sticker just, you know, went on forever, so I'm sure they missed a few things, but there's some Kiss buttons. Looks like there's 4 of those in there. probably won't open everything up. There's like a ton of stuff in here, but I'll try to show you as much as I can. Next up we have this, which kind of looks similar to the press kit that came out for the record. Obviously it's, you know, thicker and different, so if you have an original press kit, you know, this is not an exact duplicate of that. So but this thing is like loaded with stuff. I don't know if you can see all that, but there's like, let me see if I can get some of this stuff out of here. But I mean, there's like stickers, looks like a pass of some sort. This is the CD, the Blu-ray audio. I think this has some video content on it as well. These look like coasters, maybe. Let's see what's in here. I'm gonna open this one and see what we got in here. Yeah, we got some coasters. There's Paul. There's Peter. They got the Casablanca logo on the other side. There's the Ace Man. I missed that guy. There's Gene. So those are cool. Let's see, we got guitar picks. This looks like a keychain, maybe for a hotel. Kind of a tie-in with their room service song that's on the record. Let's see, we got some, looks like backstage passes. Japanese flyer. This looks like a poster. I always liked the photo shoot of them in the suits. I always thought that was really cool. Of course, shot around the streets of New York City. This looks like maybe a decal or an iron-on or something. Very cool. Here's a mini license plate. And I'm assuming this stuff is what would have been in the actual press kit. Some nice 8x10s, and then here's a bio sheet. Which, if you're a collector of those old press kits, they get pretty expensive, so it's nice to have some reprints of those for people that don't have them. Looks like a huge reproduction of a ticket stub. Let's see what else we got here. Like another poster, maybe. This one looks a lot bigger, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's just folded a little different. Oh yeah, nice. This is very cool. This is a big poster of the ad for the record. You're not gonna be able to see all that, but that's a cool poster. And maybe one more poster. Let's see here. This might be a poster. Oh yeah, nice. This is a poster for the show, for the Kobo Arena. Very cool. So I think that's it for this little folder. Yeah. So I'll put all that stuff back in there when I'm done with the video. And then there's another folder with more stuff. So let's see what's in here. Looks like a sticker. Looks like a lenticular type little display. Magnets. This looks like, no, this looks like some kind of promotional display that can't really tell. It looks like something you put together and as a display of some sort. But those are cool. And we got, with these box sets, they've always put in these little newspaper pieces. They go into a lot of detail about the box and what's in it and whatnot. So that's always a good read to go through those. That's the Gotham Rock City News. So glad they're continuing that. And lastly, oh wow, these are nice. Well, not lastly, but almost last. There's some nice new photos. There's Paul. The Ace Man, yes, that's a great photo. I always loved that outfit for Ace. Well, in general, I like the pre-Destroyer outfits. I mean, all the outfits really through the era were all great, but I do love the early, more, I guess, simplistic versions, but they just look really cool. And there's Peter with his massive drum kit. And I think this is it. There's a little comic, little 2-page comic. I think this was originally in Cream magazine back in the day. So that is it. That is the Dress to Kill Super Deluxe 8LP box set. And like I said, you can, right now these are currently only available on Kiss Online's Kiss Online website. They're not available at any other retail local stores or Amazon or anywhere like that. You can just get them on Kiss Online. You can get the vinyl version and the CD box, which the CD box comes with a bunch of this stuff that I just showed you. I think the only thing it wouldn't have in it would be the turntable mat and the flexi disc, because they're more vinyl centric. So anyways, that's it, and I thought this was a nice little tribute to Ace since it's classic Kiss. And you know, so now I'm going to go listen to some records and you know, rest in peace, Ace Frehley, and I'll talk to you guys later.